Let's start with the basic, a sigmoid curve when we're talking about strategy, product development, new markets, new customers, things like that. Sigmoid curves work like this. When you start a new product, or you enter a new marketplace, or you develop a new strategy, the output that you receive is less than the costs to implement. Now, the costs may not just be money. The cost could be time, the cost could be people, it could be resources, etc. But when you implement a new strategy, develop a new initiative, have a new product, go into new markets, into greenfields, the output always exceeds what you get back as an ROI. So it might take a lot more time than what you think it should, or it needs more people to get it off the ground, or you need to invest money in marketing and product development and manufacturing than what you get back in sales in the early period. But then it starts to turn, and what you get back is much, much more than what you get in. And so it gets to a stage where you're making sensationally better returns than what it costs you to implement in time, resources, money, people, etc. Right? But then there always hits a stage that I call maturity. And what happens then is no matter how great it is, it's become mature. It's become the Texas Instrument calculator, and it'll wane. How much time? Well, I'm talking about the fact that things happen so rapidly. In the old days, we could set a strategy for 10 years or 15 years or 20 years. I'm suggesting to you that what you do is you actually set much briefer strategies, but set more of them because of the sigmoid curve. And so what happens is, this here is your risk profile for your organisation, your department, your unit. Down the bottom here is time. This is not in your notes. So if you want to take notes, you can. And what I do is I develop time in 18-month increments. So 1 is to 18 months, then 1 is to 3 years, and then maybe 1 to 5 years. Okay? And so because you've got a sigmoid curve, you look at it like this. And so what happens is you have 3 distinct strategies which have a greater level of risk, but with the risk also comes greater opportunity for a return or profit, right? And you set 3 distinct strategies that interlay and work with each other based upon 18-month timeframes, or roughly 18-month timeframes. And so I really like the concept, and this is what I do with my business, and what I do when I consult with clients on strategy, is I do this. I get them to work on 18-month increments with 3 levels of strategy that have, as they go out further out to the 5 years, that they have higher levels of risk, but also greater opportunity for return.